Happy Friday afternoon to all of my teachers out there. And I'm actually a little bit nervous to come on here today because something happened, and I feel that as a leader who is an educator who is working to help support educators, I had to say what I'm going to say. And I'm sure I'm going to forget something that I wanted to say or not say it the right way. But it's more important that I do it, because if I don't, then I'm just being silent about a problem. And even thinking back this week, we celebrated Martin Luther King Jr., and he is just one of many people who stood up and voiced when there is a problem. And so I'm going to uncover some things maybe that aren't comfortable for a lot of people. And that's okay, because it's taken me a long time to get to this point right now, where I feel like I have to share. So this is about the scariest truth that we don't want to admit about teacher burnout. And we all know it's a thing. All of us who are teachers totally know that we give so much of ourselves to our students and to the community that we are a part of. And we do it because we love it. We truly, truly love what we do. And there's something so special about this job that people who aren't teachers, I don't even know if they know. And we don't do it for the money. Clearly, we aren't paid enough, but we do it because we believe. We're dreamers. We inspire, and we feel that we can do these things for the youth that we are serving. And we do great things, and a lot of good comes from teachers. I know that. But the day that I realized I wasn't sure if I could stay being a teacher forever was not because I worked so hard and put in extra hours, or because me and my coworkers maybe had a hard day, or were acting like a mom and a counselor and a nurse and everything all in one day. That's not the things that made me question leaving. I'm a hard worker. And as so many teachers are, those weren't the things that made me say, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I think I'm burnt out. I don't know if I'm filling that fire up again fast enough. But it was the day that I realized that I lost belief in the education system that employs me and employs us as teachers. And that was the day that I knew I had to start making a change. And I'm telling you this today because it's happened again. Where, and this is very hard because a coworker of mine was told she had to be transferred today to another school. And actually, I know two friends that this is happening to today. And they are so dedicated to their job and to their students and to their community, and they've done so many good things. And now I know that the people who have had to tell them this decision that was made was probably not their first choice. Like, they didn't want it to happen either. And I know that so many people are just trying to do the best they can for themselves. And because I see it all the time. I mean, we work with a lot of really good people. But the problem is that we're losing belief, or I know I have, and I've talked with many of you. So I feel I'm speaking for you as well, but losing belief in the system that we work for, the education system, because there are problems. And if we don't talk about them, they're never going to be solved. And so in a meeting today, even someone said to me, why don't you, get in the political game of this and, on the board of that's not my thing. It's not my thing. It totally stresses me out, and it makes me a person that is not happy. And it's really hard for me to not be able to move forward on things. So that's not the place for me. The place for me is to empower other people to make decisions that are best for them, and why I share to specifically to teachers, because we do have power to take control. And if we've learned anything, if you lose belief in something, you have two choices. You can, well, maybe three. You can stay there and just go through the motions. I don't recommend that, because that's a whole other route of burnout, right? You're going to lead to burnout that way. When your fire starts to dwindle because you're not really happy in what you're doing. The second option is to quit and find something totally new. And we all know that's scary, but maybe for good. It's a good thing in the end. But the third choice is to empower yourself to do something for you and then help others to do the same. And so for my teacher friends out there that have lost belief in the system, in maybe the person that's employing you, and please, like, I'm not trying to get fired over this, because I still love my job and my students, but I don't love how we're being treated, how decisions are being made for us without consulting us, without any choice in the matter. And it's not okay. And it's such a detriment. And you know who's going to work the hardest to figure it all out is the teachers. We're going to do more. We're going to probably try to help figure it all out. But who's going to suffer the most? The students. And the decision is made, I'll say, for the students to benefit the most. But they're really going to be the ones that get like kind of the end and whatever we can give to them. So please, if you are in a situation that you feel you've lost belief in your employer, and I don't care what it is, like, that's huge. You have two options. You can either get out or you can stay there, but you still need to find something that will ignite the spark in you and fill you back up, because there are always, no matter where you go, unless you work for yourself, there are always going to be things that people can do to you because you're working for them. And if you don't want that to happen to you, then you need to work for yourself. And this is just flat out, like, take control of your own life if you don't like what's happening. So to my friends who are affected by some of the changes that happened today, to my friends who are so totally burnt out from teaching and who worry if they're going to make it, I feel you. I've been there. I know how you're feeling. And I'm here to tell you that there are ways to feel better. And I will chat with anybody about anything they want to talk about, because in the end, I'm a career counselor for you. But please, if you know someone struggling, share this with them, because we are worth so much more than any job. And you might as well be working to live your dream that's in your deepest heart. And if it's not there, then you got to find it. And that's why I say at the end of almost every video, let the fire inside of me ignite a spark inside of you. Thanks.